Hey ladies and gentlemen, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for your support of my most recent videos. The feedback is very helpful and it kind of helps me to know what you guys like to see, what you like to hear, what is going to be advantageous for you and all of my viewers. So just thank you, whether you click like or you viewed or you commented or you shared. Thank you so much. I really enjoy sitting down and talking to you guys because it's therapeutic, because it is very healing to share my story and to share what downloads I get that may help someone going through a time in their lives. So just thank you. Let's go ahead and get into today's topic. Today's topic is about you were chosen and God chose you for this journey, and you may not necessarily be ready, you may not necessarily know why he chose you, but the point is you're chosen and you're called to share your gifts with the world. Now, the sermon today at my church, he kind of touched on this. My pastor said that those gifts that are given to us, sometimes you're gonna have to let an old season of your life go to receive those gifts, to receive what God has in store for you. And this tiny little thing that's holding you back, that has been holding you back, that you've been praying about and asking God, why can't I release? Why can't I let this stronghold go? God hears you. He hears you and he intends to give you what you're praying for. Now, what happened with me is I was not ready to let go of that past because I felt as if I were to let that go, that I would be missing out on something. And that something was only encompassed in the very thing holding me back in the first place. So that's what I mean when I say that, like, when God gives you your purpose, it's up to us to either listen, lean in, and use what we're given to achieve it, or just sit stagnant and blame instead of taking accountability for, you know, why we haven't gotten there yet. It's like this. When you, hold on one second. Back to what I was saying. When I release that hold of, you know, what is holding me back, doors open, connections present themselves. It's almost like a water flow of opportunities that were there all along had I just listened, right, to the intuition, to God, the voice telling me this is wrong, instead of continuing to allow the same cycle of, quite honestly, very terrible experiences surround me. And also, the company that you keep can literally derail your trajectory. If you don't get anything else out of this video today, understand this. The company you keep, or the lack thereof, could propel you to new heights or hinder your path and your journey altogether. There's really no in between, because it's like, if you drop in an ocean effect, the drop in the ocean, initially it's not a big deal, but if you keep polluting that with the same dirty water, over time the water itself will become, the body of water will become polluted. It's the same with friends. You can only hang around someone who's toxic, telling you bad things, who is negative for so long before it starts to infiltrate your mind and kind of change the way that you see your own life, your own goals. It's really, really serious and important that we understand the implications of what it means to keep bad company versus good company. I always say I'd rather be alone than have bad friends or bad people, bad relationships around me, because it's like, if I can do bad alone, no Tyler Perry, but I can do bad by myself, literally. You don't need the company to help you do bad. You know what I mean? If you're gonna do great things and you have to do it alone, unfortunately, sometimes the journey of success is lonely. do it by all means, because at the end of the day, those people who are keeping you back could care less about, you know, your success. At the end of the day, someone is going to look out for themselves, and that's just the reality. That's just, it is what it is. It's not pretty to hear, it's not nice to hear, but it's truth. So the title, God chose you. God chose you. So you may not be ready for the calling on your life. You may not understand why God put this calling on your life, and you may even try to shun and hide away from it and try to downplay your gifts because you're scared. You're scared. Honestly, you're probably worried what will come with the success. You're worried what will come with these new levels, what will come with this new industry that you're entering, what will come with this education you're pursuing. It's the fear that holds us back. And I was talking to my friend yesterday, we were having a conversation, and she ended up bringing up this verse. For God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. Now, that is 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. Shout out to my friend Cass if she ever happens to come across this video in the future. You don't know how much that verse helped me in that moment, and now I'm sharing it with you so that you can get an idea of just how amazing you can be. But the spirit of fear, the spirit of anxiety, the spirit of depression can oppress the spirit and cause us to feel hampered, like we don't matter and like we can't do this. But the bottom line is you were chosen. You're chosen, you're called to do this, and our refusal to accept that is the reason why it hasn't come to fruition. And that was a hard pill to swallow for me, right? Because for me, it was easier to blame the circumstance. It was easier to blame people for why I was the way that I was, or why I didn't feel like enough or loved or this or that. But when I took responsibility for my actions and my complacency and willingness to accept situations that I knew were toxic for my well-being, that is when the game changed. When the prayers that I thought were unanswered suddenly felt like doors were opening and they were being answered came to pass, it was only then that I realized the power rested within me, because the power that rests within me is the same power that rests within you, that we were bestowed upon birth, coming on this earth. We all have it. But we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but the principalities of this world, meaning the spiritual realm, the unseen, is what can hamper and hinder our spiritual gifts that we're given. It's true. It's what we have to wrestle with and be at war with, the unseen, because it's easy to prepare for a battle when you know what you're up against. And when you don't know, when you can't see what you're up against, equipping ourselves with the knowledge that, look, I was called to do this. I was chosen, and I'm going to do my diligence, my due diligence to present the version of me that God has called me to be, the best that I can to my ability. And that means getting out of my own way. That means cutting off that connection cold turkey. No matter how bad the flesh wants something, the spirit must be stronger to overcome that, because at the end of the day, God chose you. And so nothing can stop that. Nothing can stop your purpose. And for me, it's never linear. Like, just because I'm coming on camera talking about, oh, light bulb moment, you know, cut off the dead connections, put your trust and focus on God, doesn't mean that that process is linear, because I guarantee you, after recording this video, there may be an obstacle, a backslide, if you will. But that doesn't mean that I have lost focus of who God has called me to be. And leaning into that requires obedience and surrender, which in and of itself is, for some people, very scary. And I get it. It's because the unseen, there's no proof yet. If we consistently show up for what we're called to be, the evidence will present itself. I'm a firm believer in that. And I don't know anything, but that is one thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I do know. God called you, God chose you. All right, well, that's the download that I got just now. And that's all I have for you guys today. just a sit down chit chat video. If you enjoy these type of videos, please like so that I can make more content like this and just keep showing up for you guys, because it truly makes me happy that I'm able to give this message and that someone is benefiting. Even if one person benefited from this, I know that I did my job. But I'm gonna get on with my day. I do have to edit the vlog that's supposed to go up in a few days, so let's hope everything goes on schedule as I am promising, or trying to promise. I'm human after all, you know. But again, thank you guys so much for the support, and I can't wait to see what we do in the future. My Jen fam, I will see you guys in the next video. Take care of yourselves and have a great day. Bye.